wanted to make sure that all of you were here for this brief Meet the Author event. This is a series that the Department of Public Information of the United Nations has been carrying for a number of years, and we're privileged to have seen throughout the years a number of authors launch their books here at the United Nations. It's something that we're very proud of. It's an initiative that basically help the United Nations community, diplomats, staff members, and others to learn about what's going out there, outside the United Nations, and help us to keep in focus those very important issues that the organization deals with. This, of course, is a good segue to say that today is World Autism Awareness Day. It was only mere 5 years ago when we, because of my wife who's here, the mother of my son Jacob, and I decided to do something about the lack of information that existed in the United Nations about autism. We were lucky enough to work together and to get with other partners and the NGO community and others, a resolution that the state of Qatar and others endorsed that created the first World Autism Awareness Day. And the rest is history, basically, because, as you know, as my Australian friends say, it's caught like fire. Countries all over the world, I was looking at the list of countries where we have offices who have been reporting about activities having to do with World Autism Awareness Day, and there's more than 15 that have structured events planned for today. Already those that happen in countries because of the time difference have happened. They were fantastic, like those in Australia and in other places. Here in the United States, lots of organizations have become, in this 5-year period, very active. And so we're so delighted, so thankful, so blessed, so rewarded to see that what we started as a result of our son being diagnosed with a condition has, basically reached a tremendous moment for the international community. Today, we are again blessed and rewarded and thankful for the presence here of Margret and her husband and her son Kelly, who is making sure that we don't forget that he's here. So Kelly, keep it up, please. Margret is, as all moms are, a very, very special human being who, like all moms of children with autism and all dads with children of autism, they don't take no for an answer. They refuse to sit and accept explanations. They want to find out more. They want to do more. They have the well-being of their children and others in their uppermost top of their list. And so she has been working tirelessly for this issue. I met Margret 3 years ago at HBO when her film, the film that is going to be screened tonight, was released, and it was like a breath of fresh air, meeting with this person from faraway Iceland who had made this fantastic film that I really recommend all of you to go and buy and see and show it to other people, because it's wonderful. I don't know if are we carrying the film here in the store? Yes. We are. Yes. Okay. Right there. No, so you can buy it here. Buy your book. This we did not rehearse, by the way. We didn't. So buy your books, buy the videos, and you'll see what I'm talking about. As I said, Margret did this with as a labor of love. And you can see each and every element of the film and each and every dimension of that book that she co-authored with Kate Winslet is basically the result of love for Kelly, love for the rest of the family, love to her husband, love for all the other children in the world that have this condition. So this has to move very fast because we have limited time, but I want to just say that we're delighted to have you, Margret, and immediately after we see the special video that Kate Winslet, award-winning actress Kate Winslet, has produced, thanks to the help and the devotion of David Ohana, who's here shooting also segments of this event, and who is the grandson, the godfather of my son. Remember, I'm from Venezuela. I speak Spanish, so bear with me. The godfather of my son. He did this film that you will see now, and he did also produced a video that Kate very kindly and very generously did also for tonight's screening. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you Kate Winslet.
Dear Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I'm sorry that I can't accompany you at this event, which for me holds a great deal of significance as we are able to launch our book at the United Nations, only 5 years after the General Assembly unanimously declared April 2nd as World Autism Awareness Day, an observance that calls attention to a condition that affects millions of children and adults alike throughout the world. So, it is fitting that we are here at the United Nations to call for a universal awareness of the autism condition and to reach out to governments, civil society, private sector and the media to work together to simultaneously improve the lives of those affected while devoting resources and energy to find answers that so many are seeking every day. This brings me to the reason why we are here. There are an estimated 67 million individuals with autism in the world today, approximately 50% of which have non-functional speech. Many of the needs of these wonderful individuals are being overlooked, very basic needs, like an effective means of communication and an academic education. This is what the Golden Hat Foundation is all about, giving a voice to those without one. Our book, The Golden Hat, Talking Back to Autism, is a collection of accidentally intimate portraits featuring some of the world's most creative, celebrated and successful people, and their answers to the question, what would you like to say if you were non-verbal, but then were given a magical golden hat, and thereby the means to speak? The proceeds from this book will benefit the Golden Hat Foundation, founded by myself and Margret Erecsdottir, to raise awareness of the intellectual capabilities of those with autism and to build inclusive, innovative living campuses for these individuals to flourish, prosper, and to realize their dreams. Thank you again for coming here today and for believing that together we can make a difference.
Thank you, Kate, wherever you are. Where is she, by the way? She's in the UK. Well, I'm sure that she's following, and she will see this. Thank you so much. The United Nations is indebted to her, and to Margret, to whom I want to give the floor. Margret.
Isn't he just a wonderful man? I mean, thank you so much, One Colors, for all your collaboration and all the fabulous stuff here at the UN. And Marcos for being in your bookstore, and David Ohana for this wonderful video of Kate. It is such a privilege to have our first book signing of The Golden Hat, Talking Back to Autism, at the United Nations, the 2nd of April, the World Autism Awareness Day. The Golden Hat Foundation is honored to host this day events in conjunction with the United Nations. Other activities planned for the day, as Juan Carlos mentioned, is a special press briefing for those of you in the press at 3 p.m. in Dag Hammarskjöld Library Auditorium, focusing on the needs of individuals with nonverbal autism. And at 6 p.m. tonight, a screening of the documentary, A Mother Courage, Talking Back to Autism. You're all welcome. There are, just like Kate said, there are estimated 67 million individuals worldwide with autism. Approximately 50% of those have non-functional speech. Many of the needs of these wonderful individuals are being overlooked. Basic needs such as an effective means of communication and academic education. This is why Kate Winslet and I established the Golden Hat Foundation to help those with autism overcome the barriers that are currently placed upon them and help them achieve their fullest potential. I met Kate about 3 years ago as she was kind enough to narrate the English version of my film, A Mother Courage, Talking Back to Autism, for free as her contribution to the cause. So this is how it all started. One mom helping another mom through her challenges. We kept in touch via email and also through phone conversation. And then one day I received an enthusiastic email from Kate saying, "Hi Margaret, I hope you had a good week down in Austin. I wanted to let you know that I have come up with an idea to raise money for autism. I will tell you all the details at another time. I'm so excited about this idea. It just came into my head when I was brushing my teeth last night. It involves a hat and a lot of very famous people. All inspired by you, Kelly." A hat, it must have been a destiny, because the same day, Kelly wrote a poem about a hat, a magical golden hat. And I just remember when I got this email from Kate, I was like, God, this can't be happening. And I, of course, sent Kate the email of the poem, The Golden Hat. The Golden Hat is, of course, the namesake, the poem Kelly wrote about the Golden Hat. Kelly, I'm so proud of you. That's the namesake of our foundation, the Golden Hat Foundation, and also the namesake of the book, The Golden Hat, Talking Back to Autism. And Kelly, I'm going to read your poem here for all of you. Kelly's poem, The Golden Hat. This boy had a golden hat. The hat was magical. It could talk. The boy did not have any voice. He had autism. His hat was always with him. His hat got lost one day. Now he had no way of telling them his stories. His mom and dad became sad. They taught him spelling on a letterboard. It was hard. And that's how Kelly communicates. Kelly is nonverbal, but he communicates by pointing on a letterboard. And even today, it's hard, and it's an everyday practice, Kelly. But I love you, and you're doing such a great job, and it's just so wonderful having you here with us today. It's beautiful. When I sent the poem to Kate, she was overwhelmed, as we were both, and we decided to name our new foundation the Golden Hat Foundation to symbolize giving a voice to those who don't have one. Just like Kelly's magical golden hat spoke for a nonverbal autistic boy, our foundation would do the same. Kate's idea she had written me about in her email was this book, The Golden Hat. She wanted to send her favorite beaten-up trilby hat to as many well-known people as she could track down and ask them to photograph themselves wearing it. We would then make a book of the self-portraits alongside Kelly's writing to raise money for our new foundation. The Golden Hat Talking Back to Autism is a very unique autism awareness book. Our goal was to make this book simple and easy to read, a book that would attract not only those who are affected by autism, like me and my family and Kelly, but also those who know nothing about autism. After Kate and my introduction, there's a chapter with personal emails between Kate Winslet and myself dating back to when we first met, because instead of fabricating how this all started, we just wanted to share it as it happened. So it's just genuine, the emails as we emailed between ourselves. And Kate's, these emails tell two stories. One of Kate and her fun and whimsical encounters with getting the celebrities' photos. And the second one was my observation of my son Kelly opening and communicating after years of silence. Another chapter celebrates the photos of 11 individuals with nonverbal autism who have learned various forms of communication. They share their first words they ever communicated. A powerful section demonstrating how often they are misunderstood. Why? Because they can't speak. As for the celebrity photos, Kate went on a mission to share this story with some of the world's most famous people, posing the question, what is important for you to express? Their unique quotes and intimate self-portraits make this truly a one-of-a-kind book. Some of the celebrities include, there are hundreds, I'm only going to count a few names, Christina Aguilera, Kobe Bryant, George Clooney, Leonardo DiCaprio, Zac Efron, Ricky Gervais, Tom Hanks, Rosie O'Donnell, Michael Phelps, Ben Stiller, Justin Timberlake, Meryl Streep, and the list goes on and on and on. And we are truly grateful for all these people who are giving a voice to our children. And finally, there's a chapter of Kelly's poetry. His insight into the world only communicated by few. And for us, it's not only heartwarming, it's heart-wrenching, Kelly. And he is here with us today, and it's, I mean, in my wildest dreams of imagination, I could never even imagine that this would ever become a reality, that he is autographing his book, which he co-authored with Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet. So, and we are just all so proud of you, Kelly, and moved having you here today. I love you so much, my precious. And of course, Kate wanted to be with us, and she wished you good luck, Kelly, as you know, and she wished you could be here at this amazing event and sharing this proud moment with you. We got such a nice email from her this morning. But for me, the Golden Hat it's much more than a book. It's a passion project which has came into life by 100 top celebrities and one very well-traveled hat. It reminds us that we are all equal, from the top celebrities to the quietest kids in school, and we just all want the same thing. We want to be heard, we want to be respected, and acknowledged as intellectual human beings with our own dreams and desires, like everyone else in this room. We are not asking for anything more or nothing less. All the proceeds from our book will benefit the Golden Hat Foundation to raise public awareness as to the intellectual capabilities of those with autism, and to build inclusive, innovative living campuses, assisted living campuses, for these individuals to flourish and prosper. I hope each of you will purchase a copy, as it is a wonderful book, and it's a great gift with great blessing for so many. Thank you again for being with us today. Kelly and I will be autographing books with pleasure in our hearts for all the ones who want autographs from us. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Thank you.